Okay, we are now rolling. Okay guys, everybody has passed their faxing paperwork that you've done, confirmation sheet. Need to see the confirmation sheet, that way I know that you guys actually did fax it. I have them all? Okay.
Nope, you won't have them all yet, because I'm trying to do it right now. I gotta get your fax data up.
Okay, okay, just so you know though, we're not doing any more of the faxing, we're moving on to the next lesson. Did you fax it yet?
I'm trying to find my cover letter. And I told you, I just
Okay,
had it in my hand.
Alright, you guys, you were handed out the paperwork, the handouts on voice etiquette. You guys should have 4 sheets. In the one...
No, Durham, those handed them all out.
Okay, where was the one that I want to talk about?
I mean, telephone and all.
Not that one. You should have, on the top, phone etiquette.
Well, I don't have phone etiquette. I got telephone and voicemail.
I need phone etiquette.
I got telephone and phone.
Okay, now let me finish the other ones. Then you should have office etiquette, some suggestions. That's the title of that one. And then you'll have telephone and voicemail.
How many pieces of paper we supposed to have? I only got
4.
I only got 2.
I only got 2 to say
I think
telephone.
Daryl must have gone in.
Yeah,
help
he went
someone.
and gone and did something.
Yeah. Okay. Who needs telephone etiquette?
I got that.
Okay, so 1.
Telephone etiquette?
Yes.
Here you go.
You need it? That's it then. Hopefully everyone else has.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have telephone etiquette.
Okay. All right, the next
And
one.
I have phone etiquette.
Wait. The next one is telephone and voicemail.
I don't
Who
know
needs
that.
that?
Telephone etiquette. Telephone.
This one is telephone and voicemail. All right. Well, I'm just on this one right now. You need
Well,
Yeah, I only got 2 pages.
telephone and voicemail.
I got this.
Okay. Who else needs telephone and voicemail?
I have telephone etiquette.
Now, this is telephone and voicemail. I just may make sure right now that you have these sheets and then we'll go over. Okay, phone etiquette. Who needs that one? It just says phone etiquette on the top. Okay, so everybody has that one. And then the last one is office etiquette, some suggestions.
I don't have that.
Okay. Is there 2 there? Give Oscar one?
How many sheets we supposed to have all together?
4. Who else?
6. Put that 6.
Why are you getting 6?
Because this one got 2.
No. We don't want you to count the.
Excuse me, Colleen, what's that one?
This one is office etiquette, some suggestions. Who needs that?
I need all these some suggestions. I need that too.
I need
I could have just handed that to you. I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
You got that one? Okay, Colleen.
Oh, Colleen, this is what I
Now
have.
it's 6 altogether.
I
I'm
have.
gonna go through it again, guys, and make sure that you have everything. Okay. The first one. Telephone etiquette. That's all it says. Telephone etiquette. Got that?
I have that.
Okay. Telephone and voicemail.
I have that.
Okay. Phone etiquette.
I don't have that.
What's that phone etiquette?
I don't have that either.
You got
Me neither.
phone etiquette? This right here. Not telephone etiquette.
Phone etiquette. Thank you.
And you should only have 4. 4 handouts. And the last one, office etiquette, some suggestions. All right? Okay, these are, even though some of them sound alike, and obviously they are, they might have different information in there that can help you. That's why I printed these out so that you can just go through as much information as possible that's going to help you guys. In your line of work, you're going to possibly be answering phones. Now, you're not going to answer it and say, hey, yo, you know, you have to sound professional for the company. The company may tell you all actually how to answer the phone. Hi, this is the Acme company. My name is so-and-so. May I help you? Sometimes they'll tell you specifically how they want you to answer the phone. Some companies say, you know, like for instance, I'll say, hi, this is the Sierra Group Academy, Colleen Stover speaking. May I help you? So just to get the company name in there and just to get, you know, the information and the politeness of asking to help. Joyce, I don't know which ones you have or don't have.
I have none.
You have none. Okay. That's why I need you guys to come back here as soon as break is over. When I said at 10 after, it's now 20 after and we're starting. So.
I apologize, I was looking right here.
All right. Make sure I have the right one. On the telephone and voicemail, it's got the really dark printing on the title. On the second sheet, you will see that there's a template in there. There's a template for a voicemail greeting and a template for leaving a message.
Excuse me, how many did you give us?
Do you have any of them? I'm missing one of the files.
Which file?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Because there's a bunch of
Okay, I have
Phone
these. Phone etiquette, telephone, voicemail, office, so which one are you missing?
telephone,
I printed 20 out of each.
so telephone etiquette, probably.
Telephone etiquette?
Yeah.
Okay, we have that?
Let me check this file.
Okay. All right, well, when you do put it in, then Carol gets that one.
Office etiquette.
Okay, I'm gonna give you what I have. I think it's telephone etiquette. If you guys have more than 4 handouts, then please pass it back in because I printed out just enough for the class. And if you have an extra on hand, then someone else does it.
This is Carol.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so on the templates, what I'd like you to do is fill in the information. Now you will see on the second one, template for leaving a message, it says, hello, this is blank at blank. My phone number here is blank. I'm calling to, and then there's a selection. Tell you, ask you, talk to you. I want you guys to select which one of those you are going to be doing and circle it. Second page on telephone and voicemail. It's got the really bold printing. Yeah, you got it.
Circle the one we choose.
Circle which one because then the next sentence says about blank. So it's got to be related to it, right?
I said about your recent appointment.
Right, but you can't say, I'm going to ask you about your recent appointment. That wouldn't be, right?
I'm calling to tell you about your recent appointment.
Okay.
I'm calling to talk to you
About your
position you have available.
Right, so just make sure that what you select is related to the next blank. Because it's a question, then you're going to have to make it a question. Like an appropriate information in that. Like, I'm calling to ask you about, and then what would be something that wouldn't relate to that? Ask you about.
Why you late?
Well, that would be. You are asking. I'm asking if you put that in.
Why you weren't here today?
That could go there.
Okay. What I mean is, I'm calling to ask you about your appointment you're not asking, you're calling to tell them or inform them or talk to.
About your makeup dates, like they be calling my house.
So just make sure that that selection fits then the next, what you're putting in that blank
Please call
area.
me back.
Exactly. I'm calling to tell you that the appointment's been rescheduled. Things like that. It needs to be related to which one of those.
I can put any number in there.
I will check, yes.
Pardon me?
I can put any phone number.
It's a makeup. You can put anything in there. But just to let you know that you're going to be calling my extension with these messages, and I want you to make one call per each of these. Like, I don't want you calling me, my extension, and then just reading through both of them. I don't want that because they're not related. I want you to sound professional in it. So fill this stuff in. And those of you who have done it already, someone got the handouts. I'm going to find Daryl, and then you guys can start. I'll be right back.
Oh, it was hidden under. Wait, you gotta pick one from the
See,
bottom.
there's missing, this is mine, so there should be another,
Pile.
right, correct. Okay, what's that?
Oh, this is money.
So my name is Oscar at, and you can make up what your at is. My phone number here is makeup, and I'm calling to, and then you choose which one it is, and about, and then you put in whatever. Please call me back. Again, my name is Oscar, and you can reach me at the same number that was at the top. All right?
Are we gonna literally do this?
Yes.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
You put our name or her name?
Your name.
Okay, her name is Carol.
See why? YMCMD.
Hello, this is your
John Cook.
Huh? Yep. Okay, does anyone have the stapler?
Yeah, you
Oh,
need
there.
to. Yeah.
I'm ready. Is he ready?
Rampant.
What's that?
I spell rampant.
Rampant? R,
A-M-E-E-E-N-D.
is it R-A-M-P-A-N? What,
Rampant, like running rampant.
I think it might be ID. How do you spell rampant?
Yeah, it's I-D.
Yeah, if
ID?
you-
R,
if it's spelled wrong, it'll let you know. So just-
yeah, put in R-A-M-P-I-D and see if it, and you can Google it. I'll tell you guys, on the bottom of my
You
taskbar,
sure it's not P-A-N-T? Rampant? No, that's not it. Rampant.
Google it. What I do is on my taskbar, I have, excuse me, what I have on my taskbar is the thesaurus and dictionary. I'm always, ladies, I'm always going into it, so you need to have something that, spelling is important, right? Don't want to send, especially if you're sending a resume. You really have to make sure there's no mistakes in your resume, right? Are you aware that we're doing voicemail messages now?
Nope. Voicemail messages. Isn't that the first one?
Okay, you should have a sheet that says telephone and voice. You should have 4 handouts.
Yeah, I have a telephone etiquette, telephone voicemail, that's when we on.
Okay, telephone voicemail, telephone etiquette, phone etiquette, and office etiquette. Some suggestions.
Office.
Okay, you don't have that one?
I have 4.
I'm not asking how many separate pages. I'm
No, I don't
asking.
have that.
Okay, so how many do
This
you
is
have?
weird.
I have 1, 2,
KLC, I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah, just check it, because I only printed out some.
Probably get
I don't have this.
Wait. Not you, sorry.
Okay, hello, my name is Carol, and have to see where our phone number here is.
Are we supposed to put her number down there?
I'm calling to show you.
No. You said make up any number, so I did that for
You can make up whatever it is that you're calling about. Just make sure. Now, for those of you who were not here, I'm going to go through this again. All
You
right?
have to put your phone number in there?
You can do makeups. Makeup information, okay? This is why, guys, it's really important that you be here. Now I'm repeating this all over again. The first one on, and I'll tell you guys that just came in which one you should be on, telephone and voicemail handout. Okay?
We on that now.
We're on that now. Second page, there's templates in there. Okay? Guys, I don't mean to be sounding rough with you guys, but we are so far behind for the amount of time that this is taking that we're not going to get all the stuff done. And
Tony.
Oh my God, Tony.
Hold your question.
Can I ask a question because I didn't know? Is that all right with you?
You want to
She
ask
answering
the
it.
instructor? She's answering your
Oh
question
my
as she's
God.
going on.
Yeah, oh your God.
okay, all right, guys.
Yeah, oh yours.
All right, let's. All right. I just need to make sure that you guys are here on time so that we can get started, and especially after breaks and stuff. So please be on telephone and voicemail, second page, the 2 templates, all right?
I'm waiting to go do mine.
Me too.
So just, you're making up stuff, but you are actually going to be sending it to my extension, which Daryl's going to be in the room there. It's extension 132 that you're going to be calling here at the academy. All right? I want you guys to do 2 separate calls to me because obviously they're 2 different messages. So you're going to have to call me twice. Make sure it's professional, make sure it's professional sounding. You can make up where you're calling from, what it has to do with, but just make sure it sounds professional. And for those who came in late, they're on the second template for leaving a message. It gives you a selection, 3, to tell you, ask you, or talk to you. And then it has about, and it left a blank. You got to make sure that one of those selections fits what you're going to be in the next, correct. So, there was one other thing I wanted to say on this. Try to sound as professional. You guys are getting graded on how you sound on this. And you got a question?
You said we were going to do 2 calls to you, so we're actually going to do the greeting on your line as well.
Yes, you're going to call my extension 132, and Daryl will assist you with that. You're going to go through what you have filled in and read that. Then you're going to hang up, and then you're going to call my extension again. And then the second one, you're going to go. And I want everybody
so
to
greeting
do...
and the message, please.
Pardon me?
You got to do greeting and the message.
The greeting,
And the message.
greeting and the leaving a message. Yes, you're doing those both. But what I want you guys to do is do one call right after the other call so that it's not like you're here, then someone else goes, and then you go back again. I want to have both your messages. Yes?
You want us to just use the Sierra Academy?
You can put any information in there that you want. Just make sure it's going to my extension. And actually, I don't want you to make up your name. That I want to be accurate, so I know it's from you guys, okay? So, I mean, you can put like, hi, this is President Sheila in front of it, but just make sure you put your whole name so I know. And there's 2 Sheilas, so, and some of you, there's some other double names. Just make sure you're giving me the whole name. All right? You both you ladies are ready to go?
I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
Okay,
I'm ready.
let's just take 3 in.
I'm ready.
You'll go, and over here this row will go. No. They were called already. Oh, then you'll have to. And then Daryl will come back in and get more. Or when they come, someone else can replace them.
Yes, I'm gonna just look at it, I'm gonna just leave it at Sierra Academy.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said.
I'm just gonna leave it at Sierra Academy.
You can put any information in, just make sure I'm hearing Oscar Martinez in there, okay? All right? So, since you guys are all ready, let's go through one of these. I like the one for the office etiquette. Let's pull that one up. Is everybody done filling out their stuff?
Yeah, I'll play catch up. So.
Okay. Well, actually, you keep filling yours out. So you have a phone, and you're in your office, you're at work, and you have a really, ladies, you guys have a really good song that plays every time someone calls you, and you love hearing it. And do you think that that's appropriate, that you leave that so everyone can hear that music that you love playing?
For voicemail or just for you?
It does, exactly, for either. So,
And plus it's too long.
what should you guys do when you go into your jobs or into class? What
Turn
do
your
you
phone
do?
off, turn your iPod, turn all that off, put it away.
Okay, so what if you're waiting for a doctor to call you while you're in class and it's real-
Silence, put up vibrate.
Exactly, yeah, right. We understand that sometimes calls do need to come in. Actually, I left my phones, and I know it's being recorded, sorry. I left my phones in the office, but I do need to have them near me, and I have them on vibrate. Because sometimes Janet or Michael or one of the other staff members is calling me for something important. So yeah, it's really important to have it on vibrate. So, but if you keep getting calls, if you guys keep getting calls while you're in class and, you know, you're not doing anything about it, what do you think that makes, let's say, even your boss or your instructors think? That, you know, if you keep taking calls and
It's inappropriate, it's not polite,
right, there's all these kinds
and
of
if
things.
you're not concentrating on work, you're more into talking on the phone.
That's right. Or so the instructor is giving a lesson and you have your computer pulled up and you're on your Facebook.
You're ignoring them.
Or you're doing the next step before you get the total instructions, you're already on to the next thing. You might miss one key note in those instructions.
Somebody else can go.
So, okay, someone else can go now. Okay? All right.
Getting back to the other thing, Mr.
Yes.
Crosby, even when I deal with family and friends, if that message, if they got music playing for a length of time, I just hang up. I find it annoying.
Or even in church, you don't want to hear phones going off, or doctor's office, that you're with the doctor and your phone rings, and that, hold on a second while you're examining, I need to take this call. No. There's times, there's places for calls, and certain ones that are a no-no. Yes.
That happened to me yesterday. Was in church and I thought I turned my phone off. The phone went off and everybody turned towards me. I was like,
Jesus called you.
But the thing is, though, these accidents do happen. So what do you do if your phone goes off, you forgot to mute it, and you're really embarrassed? What would be the thing? Right. I'm sorry. Sorry. You know? And then you...
that's about all I
And
can
don't
do.
take the
Like,
call.
I grabbed it so fast.
That's right. Or sometimes it's in, let's say women, it's in your purse, or men, it's in your pocket, and you're hearing this, and everybody has sometimes similar phone rings, and you're thinking, what a person, they're not muting their phone. And then you realize, yeah, it's your phone, so. But all you can do is apologize and mute it or shut it off. And that's okay. So, all right. When you're, let's say on your phone message, you have a message that's really sounding
Sexy.
sexy? Is that what we say? Yeah. Now you're getting calls in from employers that are going to be calling you about jobs, setting up interviews. Do you think that that's the kind of message you should have on your phone?
No.
What would you give me an example of what a message would sound like, knowing when you're going to be getting
Well,
calls in?
this is how, I'm gonna tell you how mine sound right now.
Okay.
I sound, you've reached Vincent. I'm sorry I can't receive your call at this present moment, but leave me a short, brief message, and I will get back to you at my earliest convenience.
Okay. Nice. It sounds professional because it's almost even related to the kind of message that you would have in.
No, okay. An appropriate message, voicemail can be, like you said, leave your name, be direct, you know, don't be like, use your slang term
Right.
name or anything like that, or have music in the background.
Right. That's
Or just
another
some
one.
music in general, or just say, some people tend to play jokes on people, like, hello, hey, what's up, how you doing?
It makes it sound like they're answering.
And next thing you know, it's, you
Leave
know,
a message.
yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
you either want to just be appropriate, like if I were to set up my voicemail, hi, you had reached Oscar Martinez, I am not here at the moment, but can you please leave a message? Or just leave it at, when it goes to voicemail, at your regular phone number, that way it can take it.
Right.
Like 267, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's just better that way.
I know that there are recordings that you can use, but that doesn't give you can use those, that says it for you, all the stuff. But sometimes it's nice to have your own voice, then they know that they've really actually reached the correct number. So, yes, Carol.
I don't get when I've had to call somebody and I didn't know because they do stuff about hello, and I'm steady talking to them like with their voicemail.
Yeah.
They was saying, hello, this is just like Oscar was saying, hello. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not here. I'm not here.
But, so, let's say a possible future employer is calling to set up an interview. What do you think they're going to do? If they
You
get
play too much. You're not serious.
Yeah.
Oh, you are so not getting a call back or a message left.
Right.
That's right. So let's say that you've got music on there and it's, kind of,
Raunchy.
or music that's like really, some come across really loud. I don't know if you guys have ever called someone some of the music, like you're like, right away you got it pulled away. Just when you're going for, I would say, waiting for the possibility of someone to call you about interviews and stuff, I would not have music on there. I have a business phone for here, and I have a personal phone. On my personal phone, I have the Pink Panther tune. Sorry, if you guys even know what that one sounds like. Yep. So, but that's on my personal phone, and I'm not waiting for professional calls to come in.
But like you said, you got two different lines.
But I'm already hired. But if before I did get the job, my personal phone, I did not have that on it. So it wasn't until afterwards when I felt, that was just my line. So, and actually some people on my personal phone, they have enjoyed that, but I imagine some haven't. So, all right. So let's say you've been waiting for a call and it comes in and it's a really bad moment for you. It's really not a good time to take a call. Are you short with the person?
No.
No. What would be something that you could say? Let's say you're stepping out the door to go to an appointment and you're in a hurry. What would be a message, or how would you answer that?
I would say, excuse me, but right now I'm just in the middle of something, and can I please call you back later?
Right.
Your numbers, please.
Right. Sometimes it's good if you know that the person that you've been waiting on that call, it's not always appropriate to let it go into voicemail. You want to connect with that person.
Right.
They'll like to hear that you say, and I would say, I'm just stepping out for an appointment. I'm like, may I please call you back? That gives a more personal touch on that. So not just going into, they're wondering if you even get the message, or they might just go on to the next person to call if they get your voicemail. So it's always good to connect with them. You were going to give an example?
Yeah, I guess you could tell them, excuse me, hello, this is Christina Morgan. I'm sorry I don't have time to take the call now. Just give me your number and I will call you back at a later time. Thank you for your time.
Right, nice. Yes.
You ever call somebody, right, and they answer the phone. They really answer the phone, but they try to act like it's a voicemail.
Well, but it's actually a live one.
But
Yeah.
But like, you know what? It is like you said. It could be your boss calling, right?
Right.
Or at a job place calling, and like you said, you might be on your way out the door. It might seem like, oh, you're supposed to always be prepared.
Right.
They can look at it both ways too, though. Like, all right, he's not ready for this right now.
That's why I said you should give the explanation if you absolutely the reason why, within your own privacy realm. You know.
But when you're dealing with like companies and stuff, like they don't care.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Sometimes if they don't get you, they might go on to the next person. If they have 1,000 people that they can choose from. Sometimes it's just best to That's just my suggestion. You guys, it's obviously your
They
call.
can throw a rock out the window and hit somebody that they can
Yes,
replace
Joyce.
Myself personally, I'm not really savvy with the cell phone and all the stuff that the phones can do. Mine is call, answer, and that's it. I'm good. My question is, in the situation where you're someplace and you really do need to turn your phone completely off, when the cell phone is all the way off, if somebody calls you, will it still take a message?
Yes.
It will, but you'll notice sometimes with certain phones that if it's shut completely off, it will, when you call, it'll go right into the voicemail. So then you know that it is shut off. So,
But you'll still get your missed call messages?
yes, when you turn it back on, it will be in your messages.
That's good.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Because sometimes you can't answer the phone, take it from one who knows. I dropped the phone in the car and reached down on the floor and tagged somebody else. I felt good. So don't talk on the phone in the car.
No.
No, no, you drop it, that's it.
Hey, when I'm driving on 476, I don't know if you guys have,
Don't reach.
don't even answer
Don't even
phone
try.
because at 1 second that someone, you can be going
Oh.
80, not that I'm going 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, I
But
know.
you go 80 miles an hour and the next second you're slamming your
That
brakes
1
on.
second,
So let's
that's
say
all
you
it
just
takes.
happen to go like this,
Mhm.
bam.
Don't
So-
touch nothing.
telephone voicemail.
Yes.
Okay. I do not talk on the phone, and even those hands-free, I have the Bluetooth thing on. Until I get to even figure out how to work that, that would be distracting.
So somebody go
I
back.
can't multitask
Yeah, someone
when
just
I
went.
drive.
So, I actually have seen people texting on 476 while they're,
Why are you driving?
pardon me?
While they driving?
While they're driving and they're going in the fast lane.
Yeah,
That's
but there
great.
was a
That's
time
great.
when I could drive and put on full face makeup, do the curlers.
Oh, I
thing,
see
the
them
whole-
doing that too.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards, you can do that, but the phone is
I
too
seen the
small
girl doing that.
because you have to actually look at it. You have to concentrate, you're actually taking your eyes off of the
Any
road.
distraction, even a radio,
Yeah.
messing with your
Yeah,
radio
reaching for
is
something.
distracting. But at night, people think, okay, it's illegal to text and drive here in Pennsylvania, but it's lit up. And guess what? Their face is lit up. So
Yeah.
they're telling on themselves and they
They
don't
can
even
see
realize
you.
it.
They can see.
Yeah, you can see that they've got there, and they're down here, but you know how bright phones, you can use a phone sometimes as a flashlight.
Most people do.
I mean, I've done that, so. All right, anybody else have any I print out all this so that you guys had a lot of information to, you know, just review and stuff.
Yes, what today is. Yes, what today is.
So, yes,
So will I be able to hear what I recorded?
That's my favorite commercial.
I'm sorry,
Seen it.
shh, I can't hear what?
So will I be able to hear what I recorded on this?
I'm not going to be returning it back to you on my phone. I don't have the thing to, that would take like almost a whole class to play back all the
No, but
stuff.
when you were doing it, you could
Somebody else
have done it.
And guys, if you're uncomfortable with it, call me back again, but within the same time that you're calling. I've had people that they'll do 3 sometimes. They're really trying not to do that because then I've got 200 calls on my voicemail. But I understand. There actually, guys, there actually are times or systems that when you're doing a voicemail, you're calling someone, one of the selections will be if you're not happy with this or you do not want to save it, you can actually redo.
Oh yeah, your joint got that.
Pardon me?
Your voicemail got that.
Does it?
Yeah.
Right, which is nice. So, but, you know, we've all done it. We've all given the message like you're, oh, sounded so stupid on that. But, you know, we've all been there. We've all done it. I wouldn't just keep rambling on in the message because the more that you think I messed up on it, you're going to sound even more messed up as you keep trying to cover. So the best thing is just cut the message short and just hope for the best. So, in regards to the phone, and this is not necessarily like how to leave a message, but when you guys, let's say you have been interviewed, one of the good points is to follow up with a thank you card, and also like maybe a week later a call, say, or even 2 weeks, depending on what their time frame was for letting you know. Say, hey, just following up, wondering if there was any additional information I could provide you with, seeing if, you know, whatever. It's nice to send, give a message, a follow-up, because then that really knows you're interested.
Somebody can go back.
Who else needs to do theirs? Alright, well you both can go back and fill at the same time. Everybody else done?
And this is all we had to fill out, just those 3 little slots?
Well, there's 2 templates, 2 calls you're making. If you turn the page and all. You're going to be making 2 calls to me.
Okay.
That's not the one. Is that the only thing that you...
Yeah, and the other one is the mails,
What's the name of that one?
telephone etiquette.
Oh, it was telephone and voicemail.
Oh, well, I guess.
I thought you received...
No.
Did you receive 4 handouts?
No,
Yes.
I got 2 handouts.
That's what you were supposed to fill out.
Okay. Then I'm not ready.
Oh, no, I need the whole thing. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Let's see what else I have. Do you have the stapler?
Yeah.
This is one more fax. And John, can you see which ones he's missing then when he's done filling that? No. I want to see the real quick. Oh, okay. 12 o'clock. The second group is to go down to the mailroom. Good thing I printed that out, or I would have completely forgot. So I want to make. What's that? You already went. Okay, you'll be going down then at 12 o'clock. And then once you're done with that, then you're done for the class. You need, so who all still needs to go down to the mailroom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. At 12 o'clock, and I want to make sure, I'm going to check with Daryl, make sure that is specific, the time, and make sure, and then when you guys are done down there, then you're done for the class.
So what about those of us that went down there already?
Well, I will handle that as soon as I check on this.
Oh. How they gonna be done if we ain't done? That ain't right.
Miss anyway.
Huh?
You're right.
I mean, like, we already went down there, right?
Oh yeah.
So, you went down there with us too, right?
I wasn't here.
I'm talking about Tony. She went down there with us. It was me, her, Robin. Me, her, Robin. The man right here.
Right?
OG.
Not yet.
OG went down there with us and somebody else. Who else went down there with us?
Robin.
I said Robin. It was 6 of us.
Me.
I said you too.
Oh, okay.
I said 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Who Carmen?
Oh, she left work. Hi.
Oh, yeah. She went home?
Had a doctor's appointment. I thought that on maybe it's how you go to
Just say what you
how you feel.
Oh, really?
Tired. So you gotta face it.
Well, shit, if they
And your cover page sheet.
Okay.
And right on
Yeah, you guys,
that document you
12
had to
o'clock.
save that's on John Gold. You fixed it, and then you gotta do the phone thing. You should be able to finish it.
Okay, 12 o'clock, those of you who have not gone down, you will be going down with Daryl. But if can you do the voicemail for them then in the back room? Make sure that they...
Just to have them call and do the thing.
Right, but 2 separate calls, 1 for each of the templates.
Okay.
And Daryl said that my line is full, so it's going to have to be sent now to his extension, which I don't know what that is. So we'll ask him when he comes back.
Okay.
But they're not going to be calling me, they're going to be calling Daryl's extension now.
You want me to get Sheila to text? Yeah.
What's that?
Sheila's here, so you want me to get her text?
Word or outlook?
Sheila, I'm going to have you quick fill out this, and you have to do the voice.
Okay, did you need this?
Yeah, is that your?
Yeah.
Thank you. Everybody has their fax confirmation thing in to me then?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
have to do it.
All right.
We gotta give those regular.
I have them on.
Mail me.
I'll get the last.
Yeah. Does everybody have the mail meter handout?
I do.
One more time, guys. Does everyone have the mail meter handout?
I had that.
Okay. Then I have one more then to give to Sheila.
I didn't make all that excitement.
Yeah, he's in room 4. And then ask him what his extension is, because he can't go to mine
I
anymore.
did it, but we think I had a problem with inserting my name. That was
It can be made up, just make sure you put your name. The only thing is going to be that I definitely need your full name. To Sheila, so I want to make sure I get the right. Everything else can be made up in there. Okay, who, you need to do your message?
Question.
Yes.
Let's say if I'm sending you, let's say if I'm sending you, my email pop up on your email, right? If I was sending you, let's say if I was sending you from my Gmail,
Okay.
and I'm in my house, I'm
Okay.
sending it to your LOI, I'm sending the email to your academy.
Okay.
Will my name pop up? Will my Gmail pop up, like towards your email?
It'll say who it's from.
Right,
It'll show that, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So, and that's a good thing, good reminder. Guys, when you're sending your assignments to me, who here can give me what the subject line would look like?
It all depends on what the homework is
Yes.
about.
The subject line would be a description for all intents and purposes of the information that you're sending. Say, for example, if it was a makeup day, you would put it there, the class that you missed, or the name of the class, the date, all right, that you're making up, and the word make up.
Right.
And then down in the body, you can explain whatever you want after that. But it would be addressed to you. Of course, the email would be from, it would state who it's from. You would have the information and the date that you're making out for, and that's it.
Okay, it would have 2, which would be, let's say it's BOE.
Oh, right.
And let's say it's the fax sheet that you're doing. What would the subject line look like? Yes.
BOE
Did it
fact.
say, BOE class, fax class, the date?
Okay, it'd be BOE, the date, and fact sheet. Because assignment, that's going to change. The date's going to change, but it's always going to be BOE. Now let's say you're doing, you need, okay, those who did not go to the LRI mailroom,
Oh,
and take something down that you can write on. Yeah. And you're going to go right from the mailroom, that you'll be done with class then. And we need to get, Sheila, we'll need to get some makeup thing for you then. Obviously, one will be to wash.
Tomorrow afternoon, I'll do it.
Get with Daryl on that, okay? Thanks. Okay, all class emails that are sent,
Come on, sugar brother. Come on, sugar brother.
Excuse me.
did you go to the
I'm
mail
going
room
now.
yet? Okay. Oh, wow, we're really small here. Oh, John, you can go back then for those who didn't do their voicemail.
Okay.
And you have Daryl's extension number?
I'm pretty sure it's up on the wall.
Okay, make sure though that you're sending to his.
Okay.
So, all right, who has not done their voicemail message yet?
I haven't.
Okay, so you'll follow him.
Okay.
Wow, it's like everybody went again to the mailroom?
Class is
Only 6 of
effectively
us
over.
went down this morning.
1, 2, 3, 4.
One, this is all of us that went down there, only
Oh,
one.
the other lady, she left.
Yeah, she left, but there was
Yeah,
only us right
okay,
there.
all
That's
right.
5.
All right, so what was I just talking about? Oh, your emails that you're sending, with the subject line, for that day, it should be the same when you email it to me as what your document says. I am not trying to switch up things and have you call things like everything else different. It's always going to be BOE, the date, and the assignment. And that's the way you'll save your document, and that's how you will, what you will put in your subject line for your email. So that way, when you send it to me, I'm not thinking, okay, well, what class is that person sending it from? And sometimes, excuse me, Oscar, and sometimes I have a student in both of my classes. So I really need to know which class they're sending it from. So, all right, let me see. I don't really want to go into too much else with you guys because almost the whole rest of the class has left. I don't want to do skill work. Cal, and I can tell you guys what you're going to be doing on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we are going to do scanning, and Chris is going to be heading the class for that. So he's going to take you guys like half because you're going to be going into the staff office and it's too small for everybody to fit in there. You are not actually going to do the scanning yourself because it's going to take too long, but he's going to show you how it's done. And let's face it, every scanning machine is different in every office.
Right.
So, but you just need to learn the basics on it. Let's see. You're also going to have a mini test.
When?
On Wednesday. And it's not regarding what you learned in here, it's just to know what abilities or what information, skills you have retained from your classes. So it's just a check on it. So I don't know if they literally grade them or if it's just to help us out to know just what issues need to be addressed. So, and no one else is in there, right? That's it? Everybody else went downstairs,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And you guys will know ahead of time, and the other part of the class doesn't. So practice on your creating documents, practice on how to save them, how to Google information, putting that information in you're not going to be assisted on this, guys. It's not going to be raise your hand, can you help me? No, you're on your own for this to test your level of skill. So knowing how to do the subject line, you know, how to save as your document. That's why I keep going over this with you guys. So I'm telling them they're having a skill test on Wednesday.
Okay.
And they're also going to be learning how to scan. But I'm going to create the plan and send it to you guys with Chris's. So your subject on your email and your save as, the title, are BOE, whatever the current date is, and whatever the current assignment is. Right? So it's always the same. And when you send an email, what's the one you're putting it to, and you're CCing, and what else are you doing on it?
You
BBC. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good,
I
guys.
have a question.
Yes.
It's not regarding that. When we did the fax, you wanted me to fax it to that number?
Yes.
I did.
Which number did you fax it to?
Sierra Group Academy. 0278, the last four numbers.
Yeah, no. It was supposed to go, that was the instructions I were given, it was supposed to be sent.
It was supposed to be sent to King of Prussia.
Mm-hmm.
That was the instruction to find it.
It was the King of Prussia number.
Yeah, well, at the
It was
fax number.
610.
610.
Oh, you know what? I might have faxed it to the fax machine. I just thought about it.
Well, you are faxing to a fax machine.
But I might have faxed it to their fax number.
That's what you was
You
supposed
are
to do.
sending it to the King of Prussia
Oh, then I guess
fax.
I was right.
So it's that number that you should have faxed.
Oh, I didn't get that number.
Well, was it a telephone number you faxed it to?
Maybe that's what I faxed it to.
No, I would suggest that when
Should
class
I
is
refax
done.
it?
When class is done.
Well, ain't
So,
close.
I know, but if this is not,
And they're doing telephone etiquette, so I can't fax it. Cause that's why I said, can I have it back?
Did you get a receipt for it?
Yeah.
all the information will be.
Girl, everything not.
Let's see. Honey, it's so tiny.
Isn't it?
Let's see what you.
That's the confirmation. It says the results stop. Oh, here's a fax number right here. And I did it to the fax number.
That's not even one of the Sierra Group numbers at King of Prussia. 610-992, that is, but I don't know what 02. Oh, their number's 0288. Even you made an error on the 7 should have been 8. But that's,
Oh, I couldn't see well. I
Yeah.
ain't got my glasses.
but that's just the telephone number, that's not the fax.
It
So-
says fax number.
But you put their telephone number into the fax number section. You were the one that entered that information. All these were already on the template, but you put the wrong number in there for the.
So you want me
So
to
you gotta do the template over.
No, all I have to do is change the number.
Wait, that's what he meant.
Ooh, baby, some bright individuals.
Yours is the brightest in the room.
Yeah. Imagine that.
I'm wondering now if, well, I'm gonna go through these and check, that's why I wanted them. But the results where you have stop, it'll say okay.
Okay, so now,
Miss Molly, I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
All right,
0947. 0947.
oh, here it is. Okay. Wow, this one. Okay, which of you? Oh, I see where she put it. Never mind. It's really hard to teach just 3-4 people out of the class. So, I'll tell you what, guys, just start getting comfortable with doing the saving as and work on that so that, you know, you guys will be ready for the skill test then on Wednesday. I don't think we're supposed to tell you guys, but I'm giving you a
You
heads
have
up.
a test Wednesday?
Yeah, it's just a skill test to see where you are. And it will not be where you can raise your hand and ask for help. You're on your own.
Okay.
That's why I want you guys to just practice.
So you want us to practice doing what?
Anything that you might have an issue with, whether it's when you're doing the document, the save as, when you're sending an email, make sure that it's the to, the CC, and the BCC. Hi. And,
Let's go.
wait, I have one last thing I want to, and the subject and title are always
I got
BOE.
it.
Okay, good. All right.
Miss Mac. Yes. But Bernie,